Welcome. Thank you for joining the program. You are welcome. I appreciate you. Wherever you are connecting us from, we welcome you, we appreciate you, and we thank you for being part of this very program. We have come once again this morning, today is Thursday, to do what we know how to do best. So wherever you are watching us from, please like and share the program share the program to family and help us to reach out to as many people as possible. That is a responsibility you have as part of this very movement. Please kindly like and share on all platforms. Any platform you belong to, like and share. Share the program to family and friends. Share the program to your neighbors. Share the program to anyone that is close to you. Anyone that you can be able to reach out to, do not hesitate to reach out to that person on this program. It is very important. This is an assignment that we have taken up to let the world hear our voice, to let the world hear our cry. You have to play your own role by trying as much as you can to make sure you share the program. Share and let it get to people who are not yet here so that they can join us. In this program, it concerns every one of us, and we must continue. We must do everything possible to make sure that we bring our plight before the whole world. Welcome. Welcome you. Please invite someone. Invite someone. Thank you. Before we proceed, let us listen to the prayer of our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let us hear the prayer from our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before we continue. It is very important because prayer is always the key, and that is how he trained us. We cannot forget prayer. We don't pray and fold our hands, we pray and get to work. So let us listen to the prayer.
What you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. Oh Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isob. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had a he said,
welcome, 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 fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. From my end, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. We have come once again to do what we know how to do best. I appreciate everybody that has connected at this moment of the time when you are supposed to be having your rest, doing one thing or the other, but yet you devote your time to join this broadcast. I appreciate you, and I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect every single one of you that has connected to the program this morning. I appreciate you. And for those who are joining us for the very first time, please like and share this program. If you have not clicked like and share the program, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so that you'll be notified. Each time I come online, you will be among the first to get the notification. Please, liking and sharing is one of the most important things you have to do here. It is the responsibility that lies on you in this radical evangelism, which we have embarked on, according to the order of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Radical evangelism. Until we get into Biafra, we will continue on that. You have a role to play. I have a role to play. And to remind you, in this platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. Neither do we come here to castigate people, individuals. We don't come here for blackmail or propaganda. We do not come here to play saga. We don't come here for irrelevant issues or to lie. Why we come on this platform is to encourage Biafrans far and wide. And this very platform is a platform that is standing with the Biafra Republic Government in exile under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the supreme command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is where we stand. On this very foundation, we are speaking, defending the Biafra Republic Government at all times, in all levels. Our purpose here is to encourage Biafrans far and wide, to make sure that Biafrans are carried along, to make sure that Biafrans are not confused. What we do in this very platform is to make sure that every lie against our Prime Minister, every lie against our Supreme Leader, every lie against Biafrans is trashed. We come here to expose the lies, and we come here to encourage Biafrans and make sure that Biafrans are informed. We come here to tell the world the true situation in Biafra land. We come here to explain to the world what is happening in the life of the indigenous people in that contraption called Nigeria. We come here to set the record straight without being politically correct. So if you're one of those who enjoy political correctness, you will not find it comfortable here. In this very place, we say it the way it is. Most importantly, we come here to remind Biafrans of their legitimate right. We come here to encourage Biafrans to hold on to their rights and never, ever give up that right to anybody, regardless who the person is. Whether your pastor, your reverend, your imam, your native doctor, whoever it might be, your benefactor, even your parents, do not allow them to take away your rights from you. And those rights that we must hold strong are these. First, the right to self-determination. The right to self-determination. Chukwu Okike Abiama himself permits it. International law supports it. African law supports it. Nigerian law itself supports it, even with their criminality. Secondly, is the right to self-defense. Chukwu Okike Abiama gave us that right to self-defense. We can't give it up. International law supports the right to self-defense. You have the right to defend yourself when you are being oppressed. African law supports the right to self-defense. Even Nigeria, with their wickedness and criminality, supports self-defense. That is why the Minister of Defense in Nigeria has spoken publicly and said people should defend and protect themselves and stop waiting on the military or whoever. But when it comes to Biafran time, they want to make us feel as if we are committing a crime when we are defending ourselves. And I want to let you know that every single thing the Biafran Liberation Army is doing today is out of self-defense. That Liberation Army you see, they are there for self-defense, to defend Biafran's life and property. So if you are supporting Biafran Army, support them with your head lifted high. Support them with confidence. Put your wealth, put your strength, put your prayers, and support the Biafran Liberation Army. They are doing the right job. They are there for self-defense, to protect life and property. And we cannot step back from that responsibility. Another right you must hold strong is the right to life. Chukwu Okike Abiama gave us the right to life. From the moment you came out from your mother's womb in the labor room and step your foot on this planet Earth, you have the right to live and survive at any place. You have the right to life. Nobody has the right to take away from your life from you. Nobody has that right to take away the right to life to you. Chukwu Okike Abiama gave that right. International law supports right to life. African law supports right to life. Zoological Republic law supports right to life. Now ask me, why is it that they do not want the Biafrans to live? Why is it that they are conditioning us in order to live? Why is it that in the zoo, they try to tell us what to do for us to live? Why is it that if we don't obey the colonial master, we don't have the right to life? Why are they making us to believe that until we continue to play along with the caliphate and their evil, until we continue to accept fraud, until we continue to accept what is wrong, that is the only time we can be able to live? That is a blatant lie, and we must not accept that condition. You have the right to live. I have the right to live, regardless where you find yourself, no matter your religion, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your location, no matter where you belong, no matter who you support and who you don't support. Every one of us have the right to live, and you have the right to your own opinion. This is a fact established. And that is why we're here to remind Biafrans that they must not allow anybody to tamper with those rights. In this platform, every morning we come here, it is an interactive section, a time when we interact with each other. That is why you see me put that very link there. Through that link, you can come in and make your contribution. And I bet you, whatever you say in this platform, the Biafra Republic organizer will hear you loud and clear. There are members of the cabinet here who are watching on a daily basis. Our Prime Minister himself is following up. Every information you send to him through here, he is listening. If it is one that will be implemented, he will definitely implement it. Feel free to click that link and come in and make your opinion. You can say your prayers, You can ask your question. You can make your contributions. You can give your word of encouragement. You can speak on any Biafran language. It must not be English. English is not our language. You can speak in any Biafran language that you deem fit, that you are comfortable with. To speak to a particular audience to listen to you, feel free to do that in this platform. In this platform, we represent Biafra. And when we talk about Biafra, we are talking about the old southeastern region, which is the present south-south and the southeast with Lower Benue. Wherever you are, in that southeast territory, and your mother is 92 pieces of wrapper, we are here for you. You are one of us. You can deny it for all I care. A time will come when you answer your name. It doesn't matter what you choose today. It doesn't matter what you want them to call you. So many of us are using nicknames. But after answering your nicknames, when you get back home, your parents will call you by that name that they gave you, by that name which you are born with. So if you decide to deny yourself as a Biafran today, good luck. It is your opinion. We can't force you. But we always remind you where you are coming from, where your root is. And the zoo itself will keep on reminding you, even when you keep on denying. They will tell you, look at where you're coming from and look at where you belong. As I have always said, the best way for you to build your security intact, for you to build your security, make your security intact, and you don't have to be free of anything, is when you accept who you are. When you make a move of accepting who you are, you have built your security to 70%, 70, 80%. Because that is the only time you can be able to see your enemy clearly. That's the only way, the time you can be able to build your boundaries and protect yourself very well. The more you continue to deny whom you are exposing yourself to danger. And pray and pray so hard that you be alive to tell the story when one Nigeria happens to you. We have come once again, as we always do. This platform is for the Biafran people. I have a lot of audience who are coming here to speak day in, day out. I appreciate every one of them. And before I continue, I have to appreciate everyone that has connected to this program today. Wherever you are joining us from, I have to appreciate everyone that has connected and those who are going to connect in time to come before we go deep into the discussion. First of all, I welcome my beloved sister, Linda TV Show. My beloved sister, Linda TV Show, who is anchoring on Linda TV Show, and I also anchor with her every Thursday. Today, we are going to have a program. In her program, it is also an interactive section. You can come in and make a contribution. In her program, you can accommodate more than 3, 4, 5 people at a time. So the program is going to hold today in the evening. I think it should be in the evening within 7 to 8 p.m. in the night. 7 to 8 p.m. Biafran time. You can join us on that very program. We hold the program every Thursday on Linda TV Show. It's an interactive section. Anybody can come out, and people are coming out to make their opinion. You will get answers to every single question you're asking. So I welcome you, my beloved sister Linda. Thank you so much for being there with me all the time. And again, I welcome my beloved brother, who is also part of this very platform. He is always also one of our presenters here, always making points and giving us what is needed. My brother Daniel Chisomo Bona. Thank you so much for joining, my brother. May Chukwu continue to guide and protect you and secure you. I welcome you, AFB Global. Thank you so much. You're always here. Thank you for your support. Blessed Kadi, thank you so much for joining. Blessed Kadi, I appreciate you. Benjamin Chikode, thank you so much, Benjamin. You're one of us. I appreciate you so much. You're always here. Iman Datati, thank you so much, my beloved brother. You're always here and you are joining us on all the programs and you are sharing and doing the necessary. I appreciate you. My beloved brother and one of my comrade and presenter here, Vine Maxwell. This is one of our brother, a formidable brother indeed. Even though he's in Ghana, he is participating fully in anything that has to do with Biafra. And he has served the Nigerian military. So whatever he says on this platform is firsthand. That is why each time he comes online, people that knows him, he appears in most of the Biafran platforms. Our brother, Vine Maxwell. Any place he appears, pay attention to whatever he has to say. He's an insider. He has served in Nigerian military for years before he resigned and back to Ghana. His mother is a Ghanaian. His mother is a Biafran, while his father is a Ghanaian. And he is part of us fully in this struggle. I appreciate you, my beloved brother Maswell. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Mary Telkamp, thank you so much for joining. Mary Telkamp, I appreciate you. Thank you for your support. You are always here. Thank you so much, Mary Telkamp. I appreciate you. Edith Oge, thank you so much, Edith. I appreciate you so much, Edith. You are one of our sister and a comrade. I appreciate you so much for your support all the time. May Chukwu come and God and protect you. Chinedu Collins, thank you so much for joining. Chinedu Collins, thank you so much. I appreciate you for your support and for all that have joined. Whether I mention your name or I didn't mention your name, you are highly respected and welcome to this program. May Chukwu continue to guide and protect every one of us. As we go deep into the program today, when you look at the topic that I chose here, I say exclusive revelation of the only option left for the Biafrans. The only option left for us, Biafrans. Today we want to dig deep and let Biafrans know the only option that is left for us. Biafra Republic government in exile. Our Prime Minister, Master Simon Eban, and heading to freedom. Fellow Biafrans that are watching, we are not left with many options as it stands today. You can continue to pretend. You can continue to deceive yourself. You can continue to look on the cheap direction. You want to follow an easy way. There is no easy way to heaven. If you want to make heaven, you must die. That is one thing that is certain. For you to make heaven, death must occur. That one is certain. It is not something that is debatable. For those of us who are looking forward to go to heaven, you have to expect death. It is something that is unavoidable. I am saying this to direct your mind to the only option we have today as Biafrans. The only option that remains for the Biafran people today is what? The pursuit of freedom. Freedom, nothing else. The only body that is there, that is left for us today, is the Biafra Republic of Exile, under our Prime Minister, Master Simon Eban. Take it or leave it. Deny it at your own expense. There was a time when there was an option of protest, complain, and seeking if things are going to work out fine. When we thought there was other options, our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu, brought in an option of restructuring. That option was on the table. And the Biafrans keyed it into it. And Biafrans, we are very serious to make it effective. But they threw it to the trash. It wasn't an option. Instead, they brought war upon us. There was an option also, option of revolution to get things right in that zoo. Even before our eternal leader went on the option of restructuring, there was an option of revolution. The revolution that was led by Kaduna Nzogwu, Chukwuma Kaduna Nzogwu, which they tagged today Igbo coup, it was a revolution. Chukwuma Kaduna Nzogwu embarked on the revolution to save the indigenous people in the contraption called Nigeria. It was never intended to lift the Igbos above others, or to lift the Igbos, or to divide the country. No, it was to sanitize and put the country in order. And in fact, their intention was to install and put a Yoruba man, an Oduduwa man as a president. Awolowo, that was their target. Because then Awolowo was the person who was upright. That was the first attempt. Chukwuma Kaduna Nzogwu thought of that option of revolution. They rejected it. Instead of that revolution, instead of accepting that option, they diverted it to pogrom against the Biafran people. Enmity, hatred against the Biafran people. And you know what happened? You know how people lost their life, Biafrans lost their life, military men, civilians, pogrom in the north, which they called counter coup. Even as at now, they don't talk much about the counter coup.
what happened in the counter coup is nowhere to be compared to what happened in that very revolution, which they called a coup. What transpired in the counter coup cannot be compared to what happened in that revolution, which they called a coup. In a counter coup, a lot of life, innocent life, were lost. People who were sound and said, even people who tried to save the zoo, including the president then, Aguironsi, whose mission was still to put this contraption together. He lost his life. And up to today, no stone was raised everywhere for Aguironsi. Not because he committed a crime, but because he was a Biafran. Not because he identified himself as a Biafran, because he was fighting for a Nigeria where people can operate as human. Aguironsi committed no crime. In fact, even when Aguironsi came to power, he surrounded himself with foreigners. And when I say foreigners, I mean northerners, Fulanis, and other people. Even he distanced himself from his own clan in order to make sure there is equity and justice. Even when he was warned, he didn't listen. But they took his life. Today, nobody talks about that. Nobody was punished. In fact, the people that took the life of Aguironsi are being celebrated today in Nigeria. A man who contributed in stopping that revolution. What crime did he commit? The only crime he committed is that he is a Biafran, an Igbo Biafran and that. Today, he is not remembered anywhere. Nobody has been held responsible for what happened to him. It is only we, the Biafrans, that remember him once in a while. That was supposed to be an option there. They rejected it. Our supreme leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, came with an option of a peaceful referendum. Our supreme leader came with an option to tell them peaceful referendum, and we were going on peaceful protest. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu engineered peaceful protest across Nigeria everywhere. It was a peaceful request. Grant us a referendum. Let the people decide their fate if they want to continue on this madness. By the way, the contraption called Nigeria has expired because the agreement was that after 100 years, you will come back to a negotiation table and agree if you want to be together or not. That 100 years have expired. Our supreme leader continued to call their attention for referendum. Let the people take a decision if they want to continue on this path. What did they do? Instead of listening, they brought war, python dance. They chased Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to take his life. And from then onwards, it has been always war against the Biafrans. They went ahead to use the people who are supposed to defend and protect us to proscribe every one of us. And they marked us for death. That is why you see the rate of death in Biafra land today, caused by the political elites. Caused by the political elite. The death you are seeing today is engineered, empowered, and sponsored by the people who are supposed to protect you. Today, revelations are coming. All this while, we have been talking about the Zoo River. The people that were murdered and thrown into the Zoo River during the time of the London boy, P2B. As if that is not enough, presently, we are talking about 322 people who were buried in mass grave. Discovered 323 individuals. And these people are Biafrans, buried in mass grave. Was discovered. And we are seeking for answers. They just mentioned it. Have you had an answer? We are still waiting. We want to know what crime has they committed. And what law say that you should bury people in a mass in such a way? Which people took their life? Who were those involved in that massacre? As if that is not enough, in Olopanta, the governor in that area discovered corpses, bodies, headless bodies, skeletons of people in all of wonder where the Fulanese are having their market. When he wanted to close the market, they come after him. And he couldn't do it. Today, we want to know those who are involved. But as usual, you know, all these answers, things we are asking, we cannot get answers to this question until Biafra comes. I want you to have that in the back of your mind. While I ask these questions, you have to know that we cannot get answers to this question until Biafra comes. Looking at everything that is happening today, looking at the occupation, looking at the dehumanization, the loss of life, looking at the genocide that's happening. You know, sometimes when we come online and we use this word genocide, some people who are watching from far will think we are making it up. We don't know what we are saying. But I thank Chukwu that as day goes by, you begin to see the evidence of the genocide we talk about. What are you going to call a mass grave of 320-something people in a state where there is no war? What are you going to call that? You know, when we use that phrase genocide, people think that we are being too extreme. We are saying things out of proportion, but this is a reality. And the thing I love about this, our evangelism and restoration of Biafra, is that most of the time the confession finally comes out from the people who think we are talking too much. The same people who come out to preach one Nigeria, the confession most of them come for them. But the difference between us and them is that in as much as they claim to be activists, they are also complicit in the evil because they know the solution and they will never speak or follow the solution. All they go is complain, and complain. Even sometimes they are culprit. Because when you don't do the right thing at the right time, it becomes wrong. It doesn't matter how you do it. It is not enough to make revelations and talk. What are you doing to prevent that thing not to happen again? Instead of you joining hand to prevent it, you are stopping those who are trying to prevent it. You give them bad names. You call them names. You come on social media, call them names. Go to your conventional media and call them names. And later you come out and begin to confirm the genocide that they are talking about. Every Biafran, wherever you are, and you're watching this program, I want you to have at the back of your mind that the Biafran you are seeing today is not the one you saw yesterday. Today, we have only one option. The only option left for the Biafran people is to get out of the zoo, freedom. And in that pursuit of freedom, the only body that is genuine, has been confirmed, we have seen their work and effectively, is Biafra Republic Government in Exile, under the command of our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa. No doubt and no peace. That is the only option we have today. The Biafra Republic Government in Exile, in pursuit of our freedom. That is the only option. We have come to a stage where we cannot afford to gamble anywhere. We have gambled for too long. We have gambled for too long. We have waited for too long. And the more you continue to delay, the more we continue to lose more lives. That is why today I am bringing to you the only option for the Biafran people and those who are watching across the world. We have cried, and today we don't have tears anymore to share. Biafrans have lost tears. We don't have tears anymore. We have protesters. We don't have strength to make a protest anymore because our protest is not hard. Instead, they come against us, take our lives. We have written petitions. Our petitions is not hard across the world. We have sent evidence to United Nations, to Amnesty International. They have seen written evidence, video evidence, live evidence that they saw by themselves, and yet nothing has been done. We have gone through the whole stages peacefully. We have gone through all the stages peacefully until we got to where we are today. We are the only option that left for us is to defend ourselves and fight for our rights. Today, the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the supreme command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, has activated fully self-defense That is why you see the Biafran Liberation Army in the open. You know, initially, the Liberation Army used to be on the background. Initially, Mazen Nandekano said, even when Mazen Nandekano established the force, he said, in ESN, it is a security outfit. He called them security outfit, Eastern Security Outfit, Eastern Security Network. It's a security outfit. And he said it on that broadcast that when the Biafran Army will be unleashed, that the whole world will know. In case you have forgotten, go back to that broadcast he made when ESN was launched and hear what he said. That Liberation Army, we have enough army to defend Biafra land, but we are going to unleash the army at the right time. And when that can come, it will be announced and people are going to know. It's not going to be done in secret. And now they have kidnapped Mazen Nandekano. And Mazen Nandekano transferred anointing to Mazen Simon Ekpa. In the era of Mazen Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Exile, the dragon, every stone, no stone will be left unturned. No stone will be left unturned. This is now the time for complaint. This is not the time for propaganda. It is not the time for protest. Neither it is the time for petition. It is time for action. And the action has started. The Biafran Liberation Army you are seeing today, they are the child of necessity. And they are the need of the hour. No doubt and no peace. The Liberation Army you see today is the need of the hour. Self-defense of Biafra land has been activated to the highest level. Every single thing you see the Liberation Army do today is out of self-defense. And international law supports it. The Biafran Republic of Exile today is in charge. Gone are the days when we speak as an organization. We were talking as an organization, protesting, writing petitions and speaking. Nobody paid attention. We cried and cried and cried, and they were laughing at us. In this era of the Biafra Republic of Exile, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazen Simon Ekpa, and on the Supreme Command of Mazen Nandekano, that time that the Gilla have talked about is here. There is no room for any negotiation. The only negotiation is a date of referendum. The release of Mazen Nandekano, immediate release of Mazen Nandekano, and the date of referendum. There's nothing to negotiate. There's nothing to talk about. That grace has expired. The Biafran Liberation Army today are on the ground. It is no longer a time when they are no longer on the background. They are on the ground, on the ground. You have seen them march in Biafran Street in the open. When was the last time you saw that? Has that happened before? In this era of agitation, have you ever seen the Liberation Army march, Biafran Army marching in the open? When you see that, and you still think we are in the last era, I'm sorry for you. You don't know what you're doing. We are not left with it. We are left with only one option today. If you are a Biafran from the old southeastern region, the present south-south and the southeast with the lower Benue, the only option for you today is to embrace the Biafra Republic of Exile, embrace the Liberation Army, and give them your utmost support. That is the only option that is left for you. There's nothing else. Nothing else. And it is not just because I'm saying it. Except those of you who are lying to yourself. If you are not lying to yourself, you are sincere. You will know that the only option left for you and I today is to pursue our freedom. The independence of Biafra is the only option. No other option. Anyway. They can continue to pretend. They can continue to say whatever they want to say. They can continue their propaganda and lies. But I bet you, that is the only option left for you and I. Until you brace that, you will continue to expose yourself to danger. And it doesn't matter how much you expose yourself to danger, it cannot change the fact that we are going home. Home, we must go. You're welcome, my beloved brother. Thank you so much, my fellow comrade, for joining. I appreciate you. Go on and speak to Biafrans, my beloved brother. You're welcome.
Good morning, my brother,
Good morning, my beloved
and
brother.
good morning to all Biafrans that is watching. I must recommend you. You are doing a great job, and God in heaven will continue to strengthen you
You see?
and be with you and uphold you
See?
until we all achieve our aims.
You
And
see?
I've said it all. I've tried and I've done a wonderful job, but I even if you can make this so that you will be accepting more people, so that one day maybe we get debate, may we get debate. But I believe that day is coming,
It is
and
coming.
that God will do it. I want to tell Biafrans this: if you are at the age of 20 years, from 20 years upward to 30, 40, let me say from 20 years to 30 years, and you don't have spirit of Biafra in you, you have gone. You have missed it all. That person need to revive him or herself. If you're 20 years, let me say even from 15 years, should have spirit of Biafra in him, should understand that the so-called Nigeria have expired. You know, last yesterday I'm talking about how much you can withdraw. I've getting the full information. Currently now, a day you cannot withdraw more than 50,000. Then you that is in Nigeria, you ask yourself a question. If something that you need 200,000 and you have that 200,000 happens to you at this era, and you go to bank, they tell you a maximum withdrawal cash you can withdraw for a day is 50,000, or less they will charge you if you are withdrawing more than that. What would be your fate? What do you think that remain in this Nigeria? Everything have gone. If you cannot have access to your money fully, that means the truth of it is that they are coming to kill you, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. I want to tell whether you are from, because I know different people is watching right now. If you are from Yoruba land or Hausa land or South, go and appreciate Biafrans that if not them, you would have been consumed by today.
Absolutely.
Wherever you are, if not Biafrans, if not this thing that we are doing, by this time around, you would have been consumed.
That is the truth. Absolute truth.
Wherever, so all this ego where you feel that you have, all this giant, go and thank Biafra, even as you small we are, that without us, you would have been consumed. And there is nothing we need again. We don't need all their help again. Because the time our supreme leader said we have crossed the Rubicon, journey of no return. We
Yes.
don't want it. Is it today that are going to give us seaport? Is it today that are going to give us international airport?
Nonsense.
Is it today that is supposed to give us good, good do? I want to ask some people that is still claiming one Nigeria. From From Lagos to east, do you have railway? You don't have railway. Yeah. Now even man stop you to make now even man now make you to have railway from Lagos to south. You claim that you are from south. Is it Igbo man that caused it? But there is railway from Lagos to north, from north to Abuja, from Abuja to Kaduna, all those places they have railway. Do you have none? What will you use now to convince me as I am now that you will do it, I will forget Biafra? It's a lie. Why do you remove history in school and talking lies? If Igbos is the problem of Nigeria, why do you remove history?
Ask them.
They're not going to answer that question. Why is it Biafrans that makes them their refinery should not be working if you claim that your leader wants good for you? My brother, I always said it, and I thank God for our supreme leader. And many of us that is a Christian, I also said it again. I normally said it. If God in heaven will fight with ammunition, you that He create in His own image should fight your enemy with ammunition. Don't say blood of Jesus. You say blood. There is something. There is a way. There is place you use blood of Jesus. Not in people that want to slaughter you and rape your wife in front of you and kill you.
Yes, so
Such people, go and buy your AK-47. Those that is still believing in Nigeria, protest. You want to go and do protest. Where you want to go and do protest? Where in which constitution in Nigeria constitution that you know that protest is allowed? If you come without your gun, they go kill you. But if you come with your own gun, they no go come, because they know say two things will happen. If they
yes,
not kill you, you kill them. That is the reason why we Biafra is still alive today, because they come. When they calculate how they will take come, they will say, these people carry the same AK-47 we are carrying. Then everybody go respect himself, jeje. Biafran army no go shoot you if you no go shoot them. Now when you shoot them, they go shoot you back. They will tell you, say, I have and you have. So anybody that is in Igbo land and is also a Biafrans, and you don't support this Biafra, you are missing a lot. Because if you don't support it now, if you're 25 years and you are not supporting, in the next 25 years, you are going to be 50 years. You are clocking to your grave. There is nothing you will do.
yes.
But if you're 25 years or you're 20 years and you start now, let us do it. I believe in the next 20 years, where 40 years go, where 20 years go become 40 years, we have achieved Biafra. Your children will be safe. You yourself will be safe. If you're 25 years and you support the Biafra we're pursuing, in the next 25 years, Biafra have come. Your children will be there. You will be 50 years. You will be enjoying what you labored
Enjoy
for.
your old age. Enjoy your pension.
Enjoy good life. This Jesus we are serving, we are calling today, said, Peter asked him a question, Father, I abandon my fish business, abandon my family and follow you. What will be my benefit? And this man answered him, in this earth, you will enjoy in this earth. And after this earth, eternity, you will also enjoy. I want to ask those that are shouting one Nigeria. Now only heaven you can enjoy. You not gonna enjoy for this earth.
Ask them.
If you say you know what enjoy this in this earth, why did God give you oil? Why did God give you gold? Why did God give you precious stone? Why did God give you all kinds of mineral resources? Why, if now suffer you come this world to this Nigeria can't suffer? Why did God give you all those things? God will give it to you so that you will enjoy it on this earth. After this earth, you as a righteous man, you will enjoy in eternity. But you are here raising shoulder. I want to I want to die in one Nigeria. I want to die in one Nigeria. Why are you dying in one Nigeria for? You go to school, university, 4 years. Strike go Adam 4 years, you go be 8 years. You go pay school fees. When you come, you no go see any single work you will do. You have a daughter. The same daughter and the same people that call themselves politicians will be using them as prostitute in the school. Are you not? You never tire. The only solution, wherever if they like, go to heaven and earth. The only solution is Biafra. There is no two ways about it.
Absolutely.
And many people should go and listen to our supreme leader, all his messages. If you never listen, go and listen. Go and when you listen to that messages, you come back, you look in Nigeria, you will see that what he said is what is happening. There is none that never happened. And for them that is shouting, killing, the same Oyibo, go and read history. They fought brutal wars. That you go to US today, you no go hear sound of gun, is because they fought brutal wars. And today US is calm. If you go to Canada, the same thing. All those places they fought and defend themselves. What even to ask the so-called Nigerian government, what did our leader do? That is why they check. They even 2 years they still in court. They cannot even see one fault. They cannot. And we are still bragging one Nigeria. Now the same one Nigeria where Zeke put us, where we dey suffer. Now in P2P want to come and put us again. Thank God for God disgracing him. Even if you like an Igbo man, go and build Abuja in 8 years. After 8 years, now because that people they know they like good thing. They go come and scatter it again. You will begin at square one. What did Jonathan not do for them? Bag of rice, 5,000, 4,000. How much is it today? 50-something thousand. And I will see as many that is still. Let me just conclude by saying, if they are doing all those things to affect Biafrans, it will never affect us. Let them go and ask themselves a question: how did people that they give 20 pounds later become multi-millionaires today? You see this thing that they are doing to suppress. Now their own people they are suppressing, no be we. I'm importer. Is it not what I bought I will sell? I am a businessman. Is what I buy I will sell.
Yes, so
Now your people they suffer for it. Simple as ABC. Me, only place where you guys affecting me be say market no they move as they move before. But I didn't lose. I have my money. I can buy whatever I want to buy. Is what I buy, I will sell. Now you will be consumer. Now you the sufferer. And they are ringing this thing. No be only to say want to. Once Biafra come, even you as a Yoruba man, you will enjoy. But some people is taking it as if say now only Biafra. Not only Yoruba, not only our Africa as a whole. we will have what they call light.
Absolutely.
Brightness. We become another continent that reason like human being. But I don't know how they take brainwash these people. If we can take the energy we take, they speak sheri mama, sheri mama, sheri mama, sheri mama, sheri mama, buka baka buku baka buku baka. China need and tear this Nigeria into pieces. May everybody go and develop in place. May we leave that energy, sheri mama. What matters is God created you. God created you in His image. Live a holy life. Live a holy life. It's not amount of how many prayer you dey pray. It's not about how many speaking in tongue you dey speak in tongue. But inside you get jealous, you get malice, you get gossip, and they're telling me you're a child of God. You are nothing but a child of Lucifer. Person that is watching should go and study that the Satan is not a black man, is a Igbo man that is Satan. Because we don't have spirit of immorality in our life before. Now them bring fornication or adultery, prostitution. Now them bring them. Ritualists, now them bring them. Before, if somebody do rich, he go they hide it, they do ritualist. But today they are coming in a broad daylight, they do them. Are we married man to man before? Is it in our culture? In Africa culture, if a young woman that never married got pregnant, the family of that person will cook food and give to that. Oh yeah, go. We don't need you. Anybody that eat that food belongs automatically marry you. But today they tell us say Africa no get culture. Who is fooling who? We have culture, but we know how to maintain it. Now them tell us say not conscious child, not flog child. Before we have what we call discipline of a child. But since they bring all these here shackles of education, where are we today? Now them bring education. They can't tell you say handwork no good, you can't study, government go they pay you. But today, if you go to the place without handwork, you no go see any job.
For where?
In their place, or if you don't know, if you in their place, you no go get job easily.
It's not easy.
Because all those easy work, their children don't take over it. That hard work where be hand work. Now the one where they want a black man to come and do. We are tired of doing their hand. We need to let us come and develop our own Africa, and let it become like one Africa. Whether you are from Ghana, anywhere, this struggle is not only for Biafra alone, it's for Africa alone, it's for Africa as a whole. The way we will have one currency. If you go to this place, you buy whatever you want to buy. If you go to this place, you buy whatever you want to buy. We become a continent of our own. And we, Biafra, is the head of the continent of our own, of Africa. So it's not about, no matter if you have the jealousy, have it from now until the person die. You cannot stop us for where we are going. So my brother, if they like, thank God is around the corner. Thank God is around the corner. Now, so Thomas said, and they tell Thomas, say, Jesus have risen from there. They say, lie. All those Thomas in Igbo land,
they will see him.
All the Thomases in Biafra land, they will see Biafra. I pity for those who say Biafra no go come. On the day when we go dance in a street of Biafra, if you stand on the road not to dance for God who give us Biafra, we will match you until you die. Because on that fateful day, we are going to dance. And the end of the day, the world will know that we serve a living God. We don't bow down to any idol.
At all.
Some people don't even know that the world is afraid of us. The only tribe in the whole world that don't have king, that don't have, they tell you saying that God is our king. Chibwezi.
Yes.
They are afraid of such people. And they are afraid of what that people can do. People that don't have a king, they will tell you say we don't have king. Whether they say that is where we come from. I have a culture. You have a culture. Every Biafran have a culture.
Ask for
Until we embrace that culture,
Republicans.
Republicans. But every day you stay in one place. You stay in one place, suffering and smiling. They are carrying what belongs to you and give you peanuts and tell you. Some people they listen for waiting go one talk. That coming to war in Biafra is useless for him. That if he know, if for use in our money for give people, our people. Now go on said it now. Now go on said it.
Yeah.
Today nothing is happening. Governor will collect money and carry soldiers to come and kill their sons and daughters. But this time, thank God for our PM. Whether you're a governor, you're a senator, every Monday, when you finish speaking whatever you want to speak, every Monday you sit down in your house.
Absolutely.
Any day they said sit at home,
You
that
will see.
governor must sit at home.
They will be.
Asọkateze anya kpudo aha nkata gwa ha okwu. Anyị asogo ha anya too much. This time around, we will talk. When they have ferret on or have culture, they must sit at home. That that day when they go fix date for the freedom, they must sit at home themselves. At the end of the day, we is going to determine where to go. Now I know where to go. I cannot stay in backward place forever. No. And some people should go there and read the history of Elimelech. Elimelech left Israel looking for green pasture. His son died on that process. Him himself he died. It's only Naomi that come back. So see some people because of ignorance. They are ringing this bell. We need freedom. We need they say lie. I want to announce to them if they don't repent, they are not going to see that Biafra. Even the day of they are not going to see it.
You
They are
see?
going to die
You see?
one after the other.
You see?
I always appreciate our PM for making all the effort, all the money that they spend to kidnap our supreme leader become useless, and the money is become idiot for them because it's a waste. Both plane they enter and go and look for him become useless because they think that kidnapping our supreme leader, everything will just die off. Everybody will just cool. Everywhere will just be quiet. They don't know where they are going. They never even see anything. They never even see anything. I appreciate my PM. Thank God for using him to making the kidnapping of our supreme leader become useless for the enemies.
Yes.
And you continue to be useless. What is that sense? If they like, let them plan how to do exchange. E no go work. If they like, let them come and say, I'm the kind of supreme leader, na he hold himself, you no want to sign document. Oh. Did he tell you want to sign document? Did he tell you need document or you need slot? Give am a referendum date, he go sign am for you. Simple as ABC. He tell you, oh God, this is what I want. This is what I want. And I tell you, which talk, him and Sunday Bobun are the same thing. That you come out and say, now him the whole himself, he no want to sign. Sign what? Now what you want to hear be that?
Mad people everywhere.
Then, my brother, let me summarize. Labor now is on strike now. They said, I don't know whether you have heard the news. They said a labor now is in strike. They say that the court can't tell the labor not to go to strike. The labor can't reply them that if before they will obey the court order, they should go and tell the people that have disobeyed the court order to obey their own court order.
Yes, now.
Say they say when they're losing among the kind they no agree. Say all those people should go and obey court order first before them. They will obey the court order.
Yes.
I said they never even say anything. God is using them now to fight each other. And now so God will use them to fight them one to fight each other until they begin to kill themselves.
You see?
Mad people everywhere.
You see?
Thank you, my brother. More grace and more strength. Our PM is going to Italy today. I pray safe journey for him. He will go there and make a history and come back to Finland.
Yes.
Our supreme leader, divine protection. Neither evil will not see him, and he will not see evil. Anybody that wishes him death, that person will die his death.
Yes.
Because I choose two things. Enemy will die so that our leader, our supreme leader, will be alive.
You see?
Govern instead of our supreme leader to die, our governors should die.
You see?
Die his death, and so shall it be. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you
and may
so
God
much.
bless you.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I appreciate you for that wonderful contribution. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, as always, in making the Biafrans very happy and putting information where it's supposed to be. I appreciate you so much. Fellow Biafrans that are watching far and wide, you have heard from our brother. And I'm going to elaborate on one particular information that he brought when he talked about limitation on withdrawal in Nigeria. The financial policy in Nigeria is targeted at the Biafran people. You see, this is one of the reasons why every one of us must speak up, stand up, and prepare to walk out of the zoo. Every financial policy you are seeing in Nigeria is targeted at the Biafrans. The only people in that contraption that operate with cash, mainly, people that they know that function with cash on daily basis, is the Biafran people. We have businessmen everywhere that operate with cash every blessed day, who operate with cash in millions on daily basis. So when you hear them putting all those policies on limitation of withdrawal, it is a targeted attack on the businesses of the Biafran people. The warning about this financial attack has been coming for a very long time. I could remember a long time ago when somebody called me and told me about a revelation that was given to him, a pastor also gave, about financial attack that is going to come against Biafran people. And in that very revelation, the person called me and he was telling me to advise audience, Biafrans, to try as much as possible, make sure they store their money in hard currency. Do not depend on the bank. That was the instruction I was given then, that people should not leave their monies in the bank. You can buy treasures. You can buy gold. You can store your money in foreign account. You can keep your cash in it. When you remember what happened in 1967, the way they seized the whole money that Biafrans had, and they gave them 20 pounds. 20 pounds, regardless of how many billions you have. When you remember that and you see the progression of Biafran struggle today, you have to look back, think again, and prepare yourself. The financial policies you are seeing in Nigeria, it is targeted directly to Biafrans. Ignore this information and you regret it at last. I could remember I have preached about this. Somebody called me personally and told me about the revelation and I should speak about it. That this financial attack you are seeing today is going to come. That the time will come when they are going to put a restriction to your own money you own in the bank. They are going to put the restriction on how much you spend, how you spend it, that is going to come. I think I preached that message. It was even last year or 2 years ago when I preached that message. That people should be very, very careful on how you store your currency. You can buy properties in Biafra land. Let your money be on your properties. You can buy treasures. You can store your money in gold. You can store your money in foreign currencies. You can have a foreign account. That is the best way to remain safe. That is the best way to keep your cash and make sure that you are somehow secure. You must not rely in Nigerian bank on any circumstances. Under any circumstances, must you rely on Nigerian bank. And when you see the policies that are coming on daily basis, every of this policy is targeted on the Biafran people. It is targeted on the Biafran people. They want to make sure that they are in control of your cash. They want to make sure they are in control of your finance. So when they want to take it away from you, it's a click, just a click. You know how difficult it was when they changed money, when they claimed they changed their naira, even when they were busy sharing the naira in the north, going house to house, giving the northerners that naira in their house. You that is using that money, you that has to use that money and do business, you that have to put that money to use, they don't give you access to the money. Why people in the southern part of Nigeria, more especially Biafra, were scamping around land, trying to how to get that money. In the north, they were going house by house and sharing money to them. Every policy you see today is against the Biafran people. Every policy you see is against Biafran people. And we must wake up and try as much as we can, as fast as we can, to walk out of the zoo. The more you continue to delay and pretend that it doesn't concern you, the more dangerous it becomes. Every one of us should stay awake. Every one of us should be very, very careful. We must be very, very careful at this time that we're in. Most of you must have seen the kind of policies they are bringing in the zoo. There was one of the treaty they want to sign. I saw a video where they were talking about one of the treaty Nigerian government wants to sign. I'm not going to mention it on this very platform because, you know, this social media of a thing, most of them are supporting those evil. And when you talk about it, it's either they bring you down or they shut down the program. So I'm not going to mention it. Instead, I will talk about it in our language. Recently, Nigeria want to sign and approve. This is something that is not in our culture. Is not in African culture. Many African countries have refused to sign that. Many African countries have refused to sign up. But recently we hear that Nigeria has made up their mind to sign. And I can bet you these are one of the conditions they are giving the drug baron to recognize him and legitimize his government. Because these Westerners, they know very well that this man is nothing but an imposter. He has no legitimacy, not in the so-called Zoological Republic of Nigeria, not anywhere. They know that he's not qualified for that post. For them to legitimize him and recognize it, they are giving him a condition. And one of the conditions is to make sure that he goes and sign up in working and wine. Something that is not in our culture. An abomination to the highest order. Something that so many other governments have rejected. Most of the African governments have rejected to give assent to this very treaty. But we heard that the Zoological Republic have made up their mind to sign up. If they have not done this, because they said it was on 15th. They said they're going to sign up on the 15th of this month. And what is today's date? And after they sign up, you know, most of the time they do their things in secret, thinking that people not here. When we see it, we are still going to bring it out for you to see. Now you see why we must hasten up to walk out of this Sodom and Gomorrah. Now you see why we must hasten up to walk away from this evil. The speed at which they are moving and getting into destruction, Biafra will not be part of it. Biafra will never be part of it. We are going to pursue our freedom by all means necessary. Today, the only option we are left with is to get out of the zoo. That is the only option for you, for me. Continue to deny it at your own peril. The only option left for Biafran people is to walk out of the zoo. They have said it by themselves. They act it out. They show it in their policy. You go to their confirmation media, you see them talk about it. The only option for us is to walk out of the zoo. There is nothing left for in the contraption called Nigeria. Nothing. Those who is still pretending that you have a hope in the one Nigeria, pretending that something is going to happen somehow, let me tell you, the earlier you wake up from that dream, the better for you. Because when one Nigeria that you're talking about, when it happens to you, you might not be alive to tell the story. Thank Chukwu today that you are alive and you are hearing the message coming from Biafra Republic of Exile under our Prime Minister Master Simon Ekpa. Thank God that you are alive today to witness the exit of Biafra, the establishment of the kingdom of God on the planet Earth. It does not matter what you think. It does not matter how you pretend. It does not matter how you continue to ignore the fact. The fact remains that the only option left for us as Biafra is to walk away from the zoo. And we are going to pursue that exit by all means humanly possible. Please, as you join this platform, if you have not shared this program, I beg you in the name of Chukwu Okike, share this program. Share it, let it go far and wide, and reach out to every other person, because information is key. Information is key. Each time when we come online and we are begging you to share, it is to make sure that every Biafran is carried along. Share to your family and friends. Share to people who are close to you. Share on your own platform, including our enemies. When you share, you never can tell who will come across this very video. There are so many people out there who don't know why we are doing what we are doing. So many people out there who has been fed with so many propagandas and lies. There are so many out there who are believing falsehood. It is very necessary that you share this video so that we can reach out to all those people. A lot of lie has been told against us. When they see the Biafran Liberation Army, some of them are triggered. But I bet you, in Biafra land today, the only legitimate force you have in Biafra land today is the Biafran Liberation Army. And whenever you see them, if you are in Biafra land, you must celebrate them. You don't have to run away from them. Embrace them and celebrate them. They are there to protect you and secure life and property in Biafra land. That is their responsibility. The Biafran Liberation Army has their rule of engagement. They do not go after the innocent. They don't go after the harmless. The announcement has been made several times that if you are serving the Zoological Republic in Biafran territory and you are bearing arms, you are a direct enemy and you are directly confronting the Biafran Liberation Army. If you are bearing arms in Biafran territory and you are not part of the Liberation Army, you are going onto confrontation with them. And let me tell you, what you are going to meet, you can't stand it. You can't stand it. The delegitimization of the zoo in Biafran territory has intensified. We have taken it to the highest level. And there is nothing anybody can do about that. Know that and know peace. That today, the government that is in charge in Biafran territory is the government of Biafra Republic of Exile, under the command of our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa. He is the one in charge today in Biafran territory. And we have the de facto government in homeland carrying out orders, giving direction on what will happen and how it's going to happen. If you are in Biafran territory, no matter who you are, and you are not obeying the orders that are coming from the Biafran Republic of Exile, you are on your own, and you will be responsible for anything that happens to you. It is not today that we know that Biafrans have no representation in the zoo. We didn't take that direction because we wanted to. We didn't take that action because we wanted to. But it is because that is the only option that is left for the Biafran people. Self-defense. Self-defense is the only option left for Biafran people. You know, when we talk about it, people don't understand how serious the situation is. I thank Chukwu that today, the people who are telling you not to listen to us are the one confessing and bringing to light the genocide happening in Biafra land. The same people who will come online and tell you, don't, these people are troublemakers, they are violent, they are this. Today, they are the one confessing. When you hear 300 plus human beings buried in one grave, are you not concerned? Are you not worried? Do you sit back and ask you, who are those people? Ask yourself, who are those people? Have you thought who those people are? These are human beings like you, and they are Biafrans. 300 plus human beings buried in a mass grave. And every one of us is going about our business as if nothing happened. This was done in Biafra land where you have a governor. Are you telling me that the governor is not aware? Do you know what 300 and something people are? Just go in a crowd and count the 340. You see how many they are. And you can imagine how big that grave is going to be. 300 people to be buried in a massive grave. And you tell me that in a place where there is a governor that is not aware. Tell that to the Marine. This is what is happening in Biafra land. The Zoological Republic government have used their stooge to destroy life and property in Biafra land. The politicians in Biafra land use our life to buy their position. That is what you are seeing. Every politician in Biafra land that is aspiring for a post are using our life to buy their position on daily basis. Any place you look at them, that is what they do. The governors use the life of their citizens to buy their position. Look at Hope Uzodinma. Hope Uzodinma you see today never, ever at any point in time won any single vote from the Biafran people. He has never won any single vote, I mean one single vote from the Biafran land to be a governor. And today, finally, he posed himself on Biafran people. After taking the lives, destroying lives and property. Even his own area, nobody voted for him. There are evidence to that everywhere. Evidence to show that nobody voted for this idiot. But yet, he continued to parade himself as a governor. He continued to showcase himself as a governor. But I bet you, we are going to see to his end. And his end is very close. His end is very close. Since the only option they have given us is to defend ourselves. I thank Chukwu Okeke that the Prime Minister have taken the necessary actions. And today, the Liberation Army has been unleashed, defending Biafran territory, lives and property. And we are going to make sure that every single one of them who is against Biafra, who is involved in taking the life of Biafra, who is supporting this criminality in Biafra land, will be sent out of Biafra land very soon. I appreciate every one of you that have connected on this program. If you have not shared this program, please kindly like and share. I thank you for supporting on this Wednesday morning program. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for sharing. If you are watching us from Biafra land, I pray that Chukwu Okeke will guide you, protect you, secure you, give you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, protect you and defend you at all times. Build a wall of fire around you. No weapon of the enemy shall penetrate you. No accidental discharge will cut you. May Chukwu Okeke guide and protect all our media warriors that are speaking genuinely on different platforms. May Chukwu Okeke guide and protect them. May Chukwu Okeke guide and protect the Eastern Security Network, guide and protect our Liberation Army, guide and protect the resistance fighters, guide and protect the strike force, guide and protect our Marine, guide and protect the Air Force, guide and protect all the forces that are fighting for Biafra. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect them and secure them. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect the de facto government in the whole land. Everybody that is participating on that de facto government, every officials, we commit them into the hand of Chukwu Okike for divine protection. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect everyone that is in the Biafra Republic Government Exile Cabinet. We pray that Chukwu come and guide and protect them. We pray for our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, today as he's going to visit Italy. Please connect to that Zoom discussion. Connect to that Zoom. I'm going to share it when the time comes so that people can connect to the Zoom and join our Prime Minister in Italy today. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our Prime Minister. Grant him wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and protect him. He is going out and coming in. No evil shall befall him. May Chukwu Okike unleash legions of angels to guide him in all his ways. We pray for wisdom. We pray for spirit of discernment. We pray for wisdom to take action and do things at the right time. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We pray for health, for good health, for protection, for safety, for freedom, for our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We believe that he's going to join us very soon. Nothing will happen to him. Very soon, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will enjoy his freedom in Biafra land. No weapon formed or fashioned against the Biafran people shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, shall prosper. I appreciate everyone that has participated on this very program. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for sharing. If you have not shared, please do share. And in the evening, please join us on Linda TV show so that we can continue. We have a program on Linda TV show by 7 to 8 p.m. So please try and connect to that program so that we can be able to do exploit. In that program, you can be able to come in. We can attend to up to 4, 5, 6 people at the same time. So try to be on that program. It's going to be a blockbuster today. Be there so that we can send message across and speak the voice of the Biafrans to the whole world. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much for joining. Also, join me in the evening. I'm also going to broadcast on my platform, Chooks for Survivor. Join me on Chooks for Survivor in the evening so that we can go to do exploits and set the record straight. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you. See you again next time. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Thank you and stay safe.